By the time this video is live, it'll be less than 5 hours away before the 8th anniversary LRs are officially in game with their EZAs. And again, we did take a look at their EZAs and everything like that in yesterday's breakdowns, but these guys to me look pretty good. I've seen a bit of doubt with them, and I didn't unfortunately have time to make a community response video regarding this, but either way, they're going to be out tonight. We could maybe do another follow-up community response kind of video after the EZAs are in game and we've tried them out and things like that. But this is a very exciting time for all of us. So with the stated download, we do have a bunch of upcoming missions. We should have the 2 new red zones, the greatest tours. Looks like we're getting missions here, huh? Okay, we're getting 20 Dragonstone mission right here. This is because of the new stages added here, but look at that. That's actually really generous. By clearing all the stages of the ultimate red zone, we get 20 stones here alone, which is really cool. So anyways, we're gonna take a look here at what we're gonna be working with. These tickets should be for the next Dokkan Fest. No, oh, there's no tickets here. Okay, interesting. Okay, no ticket. I was thinking we might see tickets here potentially for the next Dokkan Fest, which is interesting. That I feel like that further hints, by the way, that there's gonna be, well, we kind of already knew. I made a video on it a few weeks ago, but we kind of always knew that there would be an EX part. I think that hints that this character might be related to these tickets, or might not be a TUR, and maybe it could be an LR like the Hybrids Trio or something. And like an EX part of this anniversary could be really interesting. And again, that would be a really crazy timeline, by the way, because again, last week, or on the 14th, we had the part 2 LRs, and then imagine the 5th we have EX part LR, then we have Saiyan Day, then, you know, April 24th after that is Golden Week part 2 LR, then we go into July for GDC. Like, that's crazy amount of time, or things shoved into that like 5-month period is really insane. But yeah, again, we see Dokkan Special Day is on the 27th, at least JST, which is, you know, in about 2 days from now, so that's really cool. We have more EX missions here. It doesn't really seem to be too difficult. So Supreme Battle Spectacle missions went out here. Ultimate Red Zone Kai. We have the Kai version of Supreme Battle Spectacle, so that's really cool. Okay, and then we want to also clear this Greatest Spectacle, or the, what's it called? The Great Tours, right? So right here, this is the Supreme Magnificent Battle Kai. So it looks like there's only 3 stages coming tonight. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and cheat. I'm not gonna look at the, well, you know, the stages are all tonight. Maybe I'll look at what's going on here. So these are the 2 new stages. We also have stage 2 for the Grand Tours. So this is the GT Ultimate Red Zone Kai. And it looks like Space Enemies, Super 17, and then Omega Shenron. So they are consolidating this all into one. So Space Enemies, let's just take a look here. We're not gonna see the effects. Looks like Lude. Basically, the first 4 stages are compiled into one fight, it looks like. So we have Lude, this kind of like this is the God of Destruction. No, this is not Lude. This is Lude. Wait, what are the names again? This is Legic. This is Lude. This is Rodo, and then this is Baby. So that's quite interesting. So it looks like, again, they're combining all these stages together. LR. Wait, okay, I'm gonna spoil myself on these fights a little. Let's take a look here. Ooh, LR characters do only, limiting the damage we deal to 8 million for LRs and below. Interesting. So this guy, that's an interesting mechanic, huh? Then this guy gets buffs per pure Saiyans and then gets an attack buff as well. I mean, we don't know what the actual stats of how hard these fights hit. This mechanic does definitely seem really cool though. This could be good for like maybe inflation of like the damage limit integer. It could be probably what this could like kind of prevent maybe, but okay. So then we also have Super 17 and the 1-star or Omega Shenron. I'm not gonna take a look here, but it looks like, okay, so we have 3 stages, right, with this. Then this is the Supreme Magnificent Battle Kai. Universe 7 Warriors, Goku and Vegeta, Goku and Frieza. So it looks like, again, they're doing the same thing where they combine the first few stages together. In fact, yeah, the Gohan and Piccolo, the Roshi and Tien, and the Krillin 18, they're all one stage now. They pretty much got rid of the UI Goku stage, the evolution stage, and this stage are all one stage. And then, of course, Goku and Frieza stage should be the same. Ooh, they got rid of the 17 phase, which maybe they got rid of locking as well. Again, I'm not going to take a look here at the details. In fact, we'll see what enemies are here, but I'm not looking here at the details. This could be a similarly designed fight as last time. This right here, we have, you know, the new LR Mega Arts. This looks to be very similar, though, in design, potentially. We don't know for sure what's going to happen. I mean, this guy could have an AoE super potentially, but looks like you do want to go ahead and use a Dragon Ball Seekers team for the first stage, a GT Heroes team for the second stage, and then Power Up Wishes for the third stage. And then there's this new support memory, which gives GT bosses a... No, if there's a GT boss's enemy, all allies get 20% attack and defense for 7 turns. Interesting. This is the first support memory that gives this amount of a buff for a certain enemy, so that's cool. Then for this stage, we want to use Universe Survival Saga, tournament participants, and then is this Power of Revival? I think so. Okay. Then we have this Whis support memory, which if you're facing a super bosses, you get 20% to all allies. And what is this Whis support memory from? He's just kind of looking in the sky. Oh, this is from when they're all leaving to do the Tournament of Power. Okay. That's pretty cool. Honestly, this is nice. This is a cool support memory. And it gives a pretty good buff too. And obviously it'll be useful for, you know, maybe if you, because this is right here just from clearing stages 1 to 3. This could be useful for people who are trying to actually just clear the missions. These missions specifically here, you're having difficulties. Well, you have this support memory that lasts for 7 turns if you don't, you know, like, you know, Power Wishes, you might not be able to cover everyone there with, like, you know, the Power Beyond Super Saiyan 1 or Movie Heroes or something like that, right? Same thing here. So, okay. I think this is cool. So we're getting 6 stages in total from both of these stages right here. Looks like they are longer fights as well, which is really good for the 8th anniversary LRs. Then we have the Greatest Tours. I thought there would be the new stage added here. The new stage not added? I guess maybe it's not. That's weird because let me take a look here. Yeah, stage 2 right here. I don't know why it doesn't show up. Maybe if I double check in the news, it might actually populate here. No, it's not in the data, which is really weird, but we can see the missions here. So we see there's Casserole, Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, Ribrianne, Catopesla, and Aniraza, and Jiren. Okay. So there's 6 phase fights here. There's the 2nd anniversary or the 11th anniversary title screen for part 2 as well. And then you want to defeat all 4 bosses 1 at a time. Then this right here, this is the Daima Red Zone. Oh no, this is the Artificial Life Forms, my bad. You want to clear stage 85 with a Bottom Master and Disciple team. That's not too bad. Sorry, my throat's like dying on me for no reason. Then you clear all stages of the Ultimate Red Zone and you will get 20 stones, huh? Okay. That's really awesome, actually. Okay. Then there are 2 different Extreme Z battles. So I saw a lot of people worried that they wouldn't be 2 different Extreme Z battles, but they are officially confirmed to be 2 separate EZAs. Again, they're not in the data here, but considering we see the missions here, defeat level 7 of both of the Spirit Bombs here. So this is the Boo Spirit Bomb and this is the DBZ one. Even though I can't see the details, I did get a notification here, I think from Truth, that if we take a look over here, right here, the weaknesses for both these EZAs. The GT duo is weak to inhuman deeds, and then the Z duo is weak to transformation boost. So that's gonna be pretty good. Remember, these are Iron can reach level 30. No, these are 10 stage EZAs, so you only have to clear them 10 times. That's really cool. And that's kind of what we know from the data download. I don't think there's anything else. I mean, so this is a good amount of content in terms of new difficult stages potentially. I mean, if these stages are like the hardest fights in the game, that could be kind of like a refreshing the meta a little bit. I would assume that it's not going to completely power creep like the Cell Max fight or the Broly fight, but these might more so be fights for, again, longer event characters. Where, okay, if they do it successfully, we could have these new Red Zone and Blue Zone Kai fights for characters that are really good in long fights. Like these two are really good in long fights. The year 10 LRs are really good in long fights, like specifically the Dokkan Fest, of course. Stacking characters. A lot of 2023 characters are characters that really want long fights. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Physical God Goku, 23rd World Tournament Goku. Like so many of these characters want a bit of time to build up, a little bit of wiggle room, and you let them build up, bam, you're looking really good. And you know, a lot of them will be in line for an EZA in this year, so that's really exciting. Physical Angel Golden Frieza, another stacking character. Like a lot of characters like that, you know, in GY Goku, if he gets a Super EZA, he's a stacking character. You guys kind of see the point where, okay, maybe they're not the best in short content, they could still have maybe mechanics early on, but their ideal scenario will be these fights. And then for shorter content characters, like we could think of, let me think of a character like maybe Agel Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, maybe even Daima Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku or something like that. Like, you know, Agel UI Goku, or this UI Goku might be better in shorter fights than longer fights, while this, you know, Tag 4s, this guy is better in like longer fights, for example. We can think maybe even Omega could arguably be better in shorter fights due to how his domain works. Like many of these characters could be more viable in short fights. In fact, we're not even by updated date. Like a lot of these characters, you know, this guy is a character that could really explode with longer fights as well. So fingers crossed, but we have to wait and see. Anyways, everything comes out tonight at the same time, I believe. Oh no, the red zones drop on the 1st. So the difficult content is not tonight. The difficult content is on the 1st. So the EZAs come out tonight, but we're not going to have difficult content until the 1st, huh? This comes out tonight. Those stages. The new red zones are also tonight, but okay. We're not going to have these Kai red zones until the 1st. So that's something really important to know. Oh, I missed that. I almost did miss that. Oh man, they're not tonight, really. I think the 1st is fine because we're getting new stage here, infinite attempts for, you know, the actual fun red zone fights that we have right now. You're gonna have infinite attempts for those fights. We're getting the 2 LR EZAs. Like that would hold us over for a couple of days, pretty much 1, 2, 3 days. And then on the 1st, we will have these difficult fights. So at least, you know, that does hold us over. It's the 1st at 9 p.m. though, so it's pretty much the 2nd. So still, even if it's 4 days, I think that's enough to hold us over. Then I think the 3rd or the 4th, we could start seeing details for the next Dokkan Fest, and then bam, the next Dokkan Fest is right there. So gonna be a pretty packed week next week. But let me know what y'all think, and of course we'll catch you guys next time.